Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4927. Happy Tuesday evening to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We are in week 12 of our London Bulldogs franchise, so we are battling off against the New York Giants at home in Wembley Stadium. And we are now 9-1 on the season because we just lost to the Chicago Bears last episode. And it was our first loss in London Bulldogs franchise history, and we also played against them back, to my knowledge, if we go back to our team schedule, I think it was week 3, and we won big time there, so I'll have the link to the video for the week 3 matchup against the Giants in East Rutherford. So with that being said, we'll see you guys at kickoff time.
London Bulldogs taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
Okay, now it is kickoff time here in London, England at Wembley Stadium. The Bulldogs are kicking it off in the all-blue uniform combo that I chose for this matchup. I think this is the first time, to my understanding, that we wore it this season. And the Giants return it, and they get stopped at the 30-yard line. This is now going to be our 1st and 10. We get to see Daniel Jones stepping on the field for the first time today for this New York Giants football team. And now this is 1st and 10. They're going to hand the ball off to Penn State product Saquon Barkley. And he does, in fact, get the first down. A gain of 18 yards on the play there by Barkley. So now this is going to be a 1st and 10 for the Giants. We're going to use the 46 defense. We're gonna use the 46. So Barkley loses 2 yards there on the play. So this is a 2nd and 12 now. We're going to use the 3-4 defense here for the Giants. So for the Bulldogs, rather. So the Giants are still on offense. 2nd and 12 now. Saquon Barkley, he's just going to run this out. I feel like he's going to get a touchdown or 2 in this game. And CJ Mosley, one of our best defensive players, is down and hurt after Saquon Barkley did the stiff arm on him. So now 1st down and 10. And Saquon is going to break a tackle, and he does in fact get the 1st down. 4 rushes, 46 yards. I have a good feeling that he will have a 100-yard day in this game. CJ Mosley, upper arm fracture. He cannot return in this game, and I hope he's not out for the rest of the season. If he is, we still have a lot of great defensive players like Ryan Kerrigan, J.J. Watt, and Terrell Suggs is down and hurt as well for our London Bulldogs defense. Hopefully he can return back in this game. And now this is going to be a 2nd and 6 here for the Giants as they get stopped there at the 21. So he is an abdominal strain, and he will return in this game. So now this is going to be a 3rd down and 7 here for the Giants. So 3rd down and 7 now. And Daniel Jones does get sacked by Jordan Hicks. So they're down at the 27, 4th and 13 now for the Giants. They have to do a field goal try here, and if they make it, they add 3 points up on the board. Jordan Hicks gets his 5th sack of the season. So now 4th and 13, he kicks it. It's good for the Giants. So the Giants lead this 3-0 here in London. So Giorgio Trevecchio, who was born in Rome, Italy, made that 3-pointer. So now we get to see Joe Hayden and the London Bulldogs return as kickoff. So he gets stopped around, I'd say, the 29, close to the 30-yard line. So we see Cam Newton stepping on the field for the first time in this episode. Didn't do a really good performance in the last episode. I mean, he threw a lot of incomplete passes, which led the Chicago Bears the win. Odell Beckham Jr. caught that reception, gain of 24 yards there. So now this is going to be a 1st and 10 here for the Bulldogs. And Newton is back to pass. He's ready to throw the football. He's going to pass it to Odell Beckham Jr. He does a juke move, and he's going to get this into the end zone for the Bulldogs, his first touchdown of the game. They get it into the end zone, and the London Bulldogs now lead this 7-3 here at Wembley Stadium. Okay, now this is going to be a 2nd and 7 here for the New York Giants. They throw the football. They're going to pass it to Saquon Barkley, and he's going to get stopped at the 25. Daniel Jones throws his first pass of the game, and it's actually completed to Barkley. And this ends the first quarter here in London. So the London Bulldogs are leading this at home 7-3. And we're going to blitz by using the 46 defense on 1st and 10. And Daniel Jones and the Giants are going to hand the ball off to Saquon. The ball is knocked out. London has recovered the football, and it is Matt Alcindor. And the Giants do get their first turnover of the football game. And this is only the beginning of the second half, so second quarter. And now Melvin Gordon, the former San Diego Chargers running back, he's going to run this out. And apparently he's going to get a touchdown. So now this is going to be his first touchdown of the game. 15th rush of this season, which is greater than 20 yards, which is really impressive by Melvin Gordon. He can run the ball pretty quickly and get it into the end zone like that. So we'll see you guys when we're on defense. Okay, now 2nd down and 10 from the 33. Daniel Jones, he's ready to throw the football, and it is incomplete. We could have got an INT there and returned it into the end zone for a pick six, but unfortunately, that's not going to happen on this play. But hopefully, in the future plays coming into this game, we probably will. And we do get an INT there. And I think this is Richard Sherman, to my knowledge. And it is Richard Sherman there. He gets a pick for the London Bulldogs. So now we got Cam Newton ready to snap the football, and Cam Newton stiff arms him, and he does get a first down around the 8-yard line for a gain of 15 yards. So that's pretty impressive there. And now we're gonna sub out. We'll use our single back formation, and we're gonna sub out Odell Beckham Jr. and we'll put Alshon Jeffrey in as my primary receiver on this play. So Cam Newton, he's ready to throw the football. He's going to pass it to Alshon Jeffrey. Touchdown Bulldogs. And this is his first receiving touchdown of the game. And we will see you guys when we're on defense. Okay, now this is a 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line as they hand the ball off to Saquon Barkley, and he only gains about 3 yards on that play. So this is now going to be a 2nd and 7. Okay, now this is going to be 3rd and 7 since they threw that ball and it turns out it was incomplete. So Daniel Jones gets sacked by J.J. Watt, his first sack of the game and his 7th on the year. So we're going to return a punt, and 2-minute warning just came. So we're going to attempt the punt here on 4th and 15. We got Odell Beckham Jr. ready to return the punt here for the London Bulldogs. So Odell Beckham Jr., he's ready to return. And he's going to break tackles along the way, and he's going to get stopped down around the 40-yard line. Okay, now we're going to use a slants pass on 1st and 10 from the 35. Cam Newton, he's thinking about throwing it to Larry Fitzgerald. And he uses a juke move there and gets stopped at the 7-yard line. 4 for 4, 108 yards for Cam Newton. 221 total yards for this London Bulldogs offense, which is really good. And now Newton throws it to Fitzgerald. That is a touchdown. And this is now going to be his first receiving touchdown of the game. We'll see you guys at the second half. All right, now this is the beginning of the second half. We return to kickoff. Giants got another 3-point field goal, and we got Joe Hayden ready to return the punt. Ready to return the kickoff here for the London Bulldogs, and they do get stopped at the 29. So we have Drew Brees now ready to step on the field for the first time. I decided to play Cam Newton for the first half and play some Drew Brees for the second half. So Melvin Gordon has 2 rushes, 81 yards so far in this game. 2nd and 3 from the 36-yard line. Drew Brees is going to hand the ball off to Melvin Gordon, and he will get stopped at the 47-yard line. First down at 10 here for the Bulldogs. And we're going to use some inside zone. And he's going to hand the ball off again to Gordon. And we'll get stopped there at the 39. So now we're going to use a quick slant pass play off 2nd and 2. Drew Brees will hopefully get his first completed pass of the game. As I pass it to Alshon Jeffrey. And we use a juke move there. He gets stopped at the 7-yard line. As this is now going to be a 1st and goal. So we're going to move the chains here. And hopefully we can get this in with Rob Gronkowski. He does get it into the end zone. That is a touchdown for the London Bulldogs. So first receiving touchdown of the game for Gronk. And this is now going to be a 35-6 lead, well 36-6 if we attempt a 2-point conversion. Okay, there is a fumble and JJ Watt, he's going to recover it and he's going to score the defense 6 points there. So now we got our 3rd sack of the game and now he gets a defensive touchdown there. So now it will now be a 43-6 lead here for the London Bulldogs, and we'll see you guys in the 4th quarter. Okay, now this is 4th and 5. We're ready to return the punt here. We got Jalen Ramsey. I subbed him out for Odell Beckham Jr. And we get stopped at the 8-yard line. So we'll see you guys in the 4th quarter. Okay, 1st and 10 from the 28, beginning of the 4th quarter. So Drew Brees, he's back to pass, ready to throw. He's going to pass it to Larry Fitzgerald. Nice juke move by the way. And he gets it down at the 42-yard line. 3 for 3, 70 yards, 1 touchdown. 750 receiving yards by Fitzgerald. What a decent job by him this season. So chances are they will be one of the first few teams to make the postseason. And Fitzgerald does get a juke move. Will he get this into the end zone? Just not quite, but he will on this next drive here. So now this is going to be a 1st and goal. We're going to use a quick slants pass play. We're at the 9-yard line. Larry Fitzgerald is our wide receiver. Well, hopefully we can get this in. We had it there for a moment, but turns out it is a big no. So now this is going to be a 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line. Brees, he's ready to throw the football. Incomplete pass though. And now this is going to be another 3rd and goal situation. I might think of passing it to Alshon Jeffrey for the most part. I hope I don't get sacked here. I do get the reception, but however... Oh wait, it's 4th and goal. And I just run it into the end zone for a touchdown. It was only just 1 yard shy. And this is now going to be a 50-6 lead. We'll see you guys after the 2-minute warning. Alright, now we got Joe Flacco as our quarterback. So now this is going to be a 2nd and 13. I'm going to throw it to Alshon Jeffrey. He gets this into the end zone for a touchdown. And this will be his 5th receiving touchdown of the season. And this is now going to be a 57-6 lead here for the London Bulldogs. Alright, now this is 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. We got Daniel Jones is ready to throw the football. And he throws it to a receiver there. He did catch it. It's now 2nd and 2 for the New York Giants as they are at the 39-yard line. So now Daniel Jones, he throws it, catches it, and this is a first down. So we're at the 45-yard line. They're at the 45-yard line. So now 1st and 10. They're going to throw the football. That's going to be an incomplete pass. So now this is going to be a 2nd down and 10 here for the Giants. And the G-men at the 45-yard line. So Daniel Jones, he's trying to avoid being sacked. He's trying to think for a moment, where is he going to pass it to? He's going to pass it to to Sterling Shepard. 1st and 10 from the 14. Daniel Jones, he's going to throw it to Saquon Barkley, 127 yards and 1 INT. 2nd and 11 now. We're going to use a dollar formation here for the defense. So Daniel Jones and the offense are trying to figure out, where are we going to pass the football to? And they're going to pass it to Darius Slayton. So 3rd down and 1. We're at the 13-yard line, so they're at the 5, so they're going to throw this one. They thought they were going to get a TD there, but it's not. 4th and 1. If they don't make it on 4th down, it's London possession with only 8 seconds to go. Where are they going to throw it to? And they do not make it. We only have 4 seconds to go. We're going to end up winning this game at home in Wembley. So Joe Flacco, he's ready to throw the football. And he's going to throw it deep to Fitzgerald. There is a flag on the play. It is a defensive pass interference, so we're going to extend the game. So now this is going to be a 1st down and 10 with only 0 seconds to go. The game is now extended. I decided to extend this game, and now there's going to be another flag. Let's see what this is on. We do get the touchdown, but let's see what the officials say on that. So, a legal pass, and we aren't going to get the touchdown. So, they're going to accept whatsoever in this game. And the game is over. London Bulldogs win their 10th game of the season. So we defeated the New York Giants for the 2nd time this season. And all I want to say is thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for more content in the near later future. And we'll see you guys next time. We'll see you at statistics. Daniel Jones had an 8 out of 19, 45.3 pass rating. Only had 1 INT there. Cam Newton, 158.3 pass rating, 5 for 5, and 3 touchdowns on the day. Drew Brees and Joe Flacco both had 1 touchdown. So Melvin Gordon III had 5 carries, 126 yards, and 1 touchdown. Saquon Barkley had 12 carries, 58 yards. And let's see the receiving wise. Larry Fitzgerald, 4 receptions, 100 yards. Odell Beckham Jr., 2 receptions, 71 yards. Both scored a touchdown there. Alshon Jeffrey had 2 touchdowns on the day. And Rob Gronkowski only had 1. So defensively, let's check out our defense. J.J. Watt, Dexter Lawrence, Ronald Darby, and Jordan Hicks all had a sack. Richard Sherman had 1 INT, and there were no defensive touchdowns whatsoever. So we won this game pretty big. And now we're 10-1. We'll show you the playoff picture tomorrow.